Hey, I wanted to check in with you on distribution lists. Distribution lists are the way that we can connect with your customer base, either geographically or demographically, however you're targeting or the best way that you've decided to target in your marketing plan. For us to get our programs out to the right people in the right place in the right time, we need to have information from you. There are a couple of different ways that your lists can come into us, as well as the way that the information goes out or flows out to your customer bases. So we know that there are electronic programs. These are things like the CBV, Life magazine, maybe your Jack's Pack or your Market Stats, anything electronic, including those e-flyers. If you have a specific target for those e-flyers, maybe geographic or demographic, then this is how those flyers get out, is through your electronic lists. With your electronic lists, all we need is an email address. That's all we need for the electronic marketing. And you can send out electronic marketing to anyone that you have an email address for. When you're looking to put together an email target list, please submit that list to Agent Advocate. That list just goes straight to Agent Advocate. You can create it in Excel, where you just have the email address. You can create it on a Mac platform. If you're using Numbers, please export the list to an Excel format and send the Excel format in. If you have changes to the list, you can send Agent Advocate the individual changes, for example, remove person X, add person Y, or you could send them the entire new list and just say, I'd like to replace my electronic list with the one that's attached. And this should be in an Excel format. For all of your print campaigns or your print lists, we're using distribution lists that are available through CBV Connect U, or that we have access to through CBV Connect U that you create. These lists would be for any of your marketing programs that are sphere-oriented, that are geographic-oriented. Maybe you're just listed cards, just sold cards, I brought the buyer campaign. These lists are a little more extensive because we're doing a mailing. And these lists we would like to access or be able to access through the distribution lists which are in your business view. So this is where you would house any and all of your distribution lists. There's no limit to the number of distribution lists you can create, so you can become very segmented and very general in how you create your distribution lists. However, they do need to follow a format. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about how that format is created, that's what we're going to step into next. If you'd like to see where distribution lists are held, they are held in the back office at CBV Connect U. They're held under your business view, all the way down at the bottom, My Distribution Lists. When you go into your distribution lists, any distribution list that you've already uploaded will show. For example, the Avondale Target list is here. You'll notice I can view that list if I want to make sure that it's accurate and current. I can replace that list with another list by clicking on Replace, or I can delete that list if I have no use for it anymore. Once your lists are in the Manage Lists area, you can add or subtract from those lists as you wish, and you can get rid of them or just view them to make sure that they're correct. To upload a list, you would use the Upload New List option. But before you can upload a list, you have to make sure that the list is in the proper format. To see that format, click on Upload New List, and you'll notice that we have a format for you right here. Again, this format's going to come in an Excel format, or we need it submitted in an Excel format. So if you're using a Mac, and you're using Numbers, please export the list to an Excel format. These are the different column headings that you'll need to use in your spreadsheet. I like to go ahead and copy those so that I can remember exactly how they should look on my Excel spreadsheet. Open up Excel or Numbers, and then of course what I like to do is just go ahead and paste that here so that I can see it as I need to type it, and then you would actually put the heading in for each column. First name, last name. Address 1 is really just the street number and the street name. Address 2 would be if there is a suite number, if it's a condo or an apartment. Put in the city, the state, the zip, and then we do need the email address. If the program that you're ordering is across different media platforms, we want to make sure that we have all the information so that we can get the product sent out as quickly as possible and as effectively as possible. Once you have the column headings, you can go ahead and get rid of your reminder. It's probably just me who needs that. And then you can begin to fill in your information. So you would fill in first name, last name, the address of the property, and again this is the street number and the street name. And then of course if there were a suite or apartment number you could use that into address 2, the city, the state, the zip code, and then the email address. So can anyone see the error that I made? I titled this column, instead of city, I titled it Jacksonville. That's not going to help when it gets uploaded. It's going to cause a problem. So the titles on the columns do need to be the exact as they are laid out in the request. Once you have all of the information outlined, you can go ahead and save your list. So you can save it straight into your computer if you'd like. You can actually go ahead and save it right onto your desktop. And it's probably the easiest place to get to it. So I'm going to call this one, I think I'll call this one Distribution List Test, and I'm just going to save it straight to my desktop. I'll call it Test Distribution List. Okay. Now we'll call it Distribution List Test. Okay. And I can go ahead and save that. Now all I need to do is go back to CBV Connect You into my distribution lists, and I'm ready to go ahead and name this. So this is my distribution, spelling test, and I'm going to upload the list straight from my desktop, and that was distribution list test, and it's uploaded. Click OK. Now you'll notice that my distribution test is in there along with the previous list. I can use either one. Where do I indicate this? When you're ordering any type of platform through the print media, go ahead and use the drop down to recommend which or suggest or identify which list you would like marketing to use in sending out your materials. If you have any questions on how to put this together, just give me a call at 904-537-6149 or reach out to me at cleblond@cbvfl.com. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Take care.